Today, we're going to talk about one of the strangest families in the world. A family whose name you might not hear often, but their products are found in most homes. Or at least, their brand names are very familiar to you. They have built a $120 billion empire with the most popular chocolates, chewing gums, and well-known pet food brands. You've probably heard their name a lot, the Mars family, one of the most invisible, low-profile, yet largest capitalist empires in the world. No one can reach them because their place is right in the hearts of their fans. But what's their story? In 1911, America was changing at lightning speed. Huge waves of immigration were flooding in from Europe, especially from Italy, Germany, Ireland, and Russia. People were chasing a better life and new opportunities. Cities were growing one by one. The streets were filled with steam trains and the first cars, slowly replacing horse carriages. Factories were popping up like mushrooms. This busy industrial scene created a new consumer market. People were eager to try new products and delicious foods. In this lively world, Frank Mars, who was 27 years old at the time, started making chocolates in his small kitchen in Tacoma, Washington. It came from his love for sweets and chocolate, and also from understanding that people needed a tasty, attractive snack. Frank wanted to create a product that tasted great and could be sold to a big market. This was the beginning of a huge empire that later introduced the world to colorful chocolates and popular brands. In 1923, the Mars family made their first big breakthrough. Milky Way chocolate was introduced just as America was moving from World War I into the Roaring '20s. People were full of energy and excitement, looking for new, delicious treats. Milky Way, with its mix of nougat and caramel inside milk chocolate, won everyone's heart. It became so popular that it quickly became America's best-selling chocolate and paved the way for Mars' success. A few years later, in 1930, during the Great Depression, when the US economy was struggling, Mars launched Snickers, a chocolate bar full of peanuts, caramel, and chocolate that not only tasted great, but gave people energy. People wanted cheap and energizing snacks to help them through tough days, and Snickers was exactly that. In 1941, right in the middle of World War II, M&Ms were introduced to the world. Colorful coated chocolates that fit in soldiers' pockets and became popular quickly because they lasted long and were easy to eat. The war created a high demand for portable, durable snacks, and M&Ms were born smartly out of those needs. In the 1950s and 60s, during the post-war boom and rising consumerism in America, Mars strengthened its position by introducing Twix in 1967 and the Mars bar in international markets. At that time, the market was full of young, large families looking for tasty treats for their kids and themselves. Then Milky Way was updated again in 1990 to suit modern tastes and stay popular. In the same decade, Mars seriously started expanding with more product lines like Maltesers, Dove, and Bounty to cover all tastes. From 2000 onwards, Mars focused not only on chocolates, but also on healthier and more diverse products. They looked at emerging markets and more aware consumers. Variety in flavors, innovative packaging, and paying attention to customer needs kept Mars's brands at the top. Since their first success, the Mars family has had a business and ethical manifesto they still follow today. No shares will ever be sold, and this success must continue as a family business. But the story doesn't end here. Many people might not know that Mars is also a king in the pet food world. Brands like Pedigree, Whiskas, Royal Canin, Iams, Caesar, Sheba, and many more are under this family's umbrella. Interestingly, more than half of Mars's revenue now comes from the pet care section. On the other hand, Mars also owns big human food brands like Ben's Original, offering various cooked and semi-cooked rice and sauces mainly for Asian and Indian dishes. Dolmio, which offers pasta sauces, Seeds of Change, specializing in organic products, Suzy One for Asian food products, and some of the most famous chewing gums like Orbit, 5 Gum, Extra, and Mentos Gum. These brands are very popular, with thousands of packages sold worldwide every minute. People love the fresh and different flavors of these gums. Plus, many other tasty brands are found on almost every store shelf. Now here's a big secret that few might know. As I said, the Mars family has never gone public. They don't have public shareholders, don't give media interviews, and have never listed their shares on the stock market. Why? Frank Mars believed, our focus should be on the consumer, not Wall Street. This secrecy acted like a strong shield that protected the empire from outside pressures and distractions. When you buy M&Ms, you only see a brand, not Mars. This has allowed each brand to have its own place, without the Mars family being in the spotlight. But how has this family managed to run so many diverse businesses at the same time? The answer lies in their family structure and management philosophy. The Mars family runs a very organized and strong family management system. Mars has 115 subsidiaries in food and chocolate, gum, pet food, beverages, health, and personal care products. About 10 professional senior managers work under family members to run these companies. They choose these managers carefully based on experience, expertise, and commitment. Mars's success secret is a simple but effective operating algorithm. Each division knows its responsibilities clearly, and reports regularly go to the family. Family members are coordinated and make smart decisions to keep everything moving forward. This family discipline has helped Mars keep growing and progressing without losing its family roots. How many are in the Mars family management team now? Exactly 6 main members, each with wealth over $20 billion. Their children mostly work in this big business too, because they know the secret to the empire's success is maintaining control and a long-term vision. New product ideas always come from market needs and their own creativity. For example, as people pay more attention to pets, they've invested in new food and health products for pets that are becoming more popular every day. They have factories worldwide, from the US to Europe and Asia, which means a $120 billion empire that keeps getting bigger. Every minute, about 4,000 packages of M&Ms are sold worldwide. That means about 180 kilograms of M&M's chocolate hit the market every minute. In 24 hours, that's 259 tons, heavier than a Boeing 747 airplane. So, the next time you hold a pack of M&Ms in your hand, remember behind those colorful candies and flavors, there's the story of a big family, strong management, and creative ideas that built one of the world's biggest empires.
If you enjoyed this video, I recommend sharing it with your friends and fellow chocolate lovers. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you don't have time to watch, you can listen to it as a podcast instead. And stay tuned for next week's brand new episode of NEXVO Cast.